What up, y'all? It's your boy, Otter. Look, man, real quick, I want to get into some free agent updates for the Philadelphia Eagles as of 3/21/24. But first, before we do all that, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you always up to date, man. You know what I'm saying? We need you to do that to help the channel, please. But look, man, let's get right into it because we got so much to talk about. Saquan Daughter is already a legend in my book, man. It's the honest to God truth. That's really how I feel. She basically said that the Giants have a losing culture. And finally, Saquan and his family is a part, of a team who loves to win. We in win now. She dripping out Eagles gear from head to toe, looking fire in the midnight green. She was already singing a fight song. Did not miss a word or a beat. She was born to be an Eagle, man. And we appreciate that. We appreciate that she's here, repping that midnight green. Now tell Daddy to go get us a trophy. That's what we need, man. That's what we need right now. Look, man, we got so much stuff to talk about because Howie's always at work. We at work. Howie at work. We get off work. Howie at work. It's time to get to work. You know what I mean? The Eagles signed nickel cornerback Tyler Hall to a 1-year deal. Made it official. At first, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't aware of this player. But look, man, I did my research. I'm doing my research. My initial thoughts were, he probably could be a camp body. I'm not going to lie. But after I did my homework on Buddy, man, I really think he is someone, who can help this defense. Another unrestricted free agent, Howie always loves to be right. Always loves to be right, and he go hard for those unrestricted guys.
Pause alert.
Hall played in Wyoming in college. He was signed to the Falcons in 2020. He played with the Rams for 1 season and 2 seasons with the Raiders. Hall has a lot of experience with special teams and can surely help the Birds in that department. And that's all we need from you. We need you to help the Birds. He also has some experience, in the lineup, inside the box. But, most of the experience is at slot. Hall has a lot of experience on special teams, so that's something that he can help the Eagles out with as well. Because it seems like a lot of the guys that Howie is bringing up, can really help the special team as well. They here to earn a spot. And look, Hall is a decent tackler. Welcome to the team. I wish you the best of luck. Let's get a trophy. The Eagles made it official with the signing of Oren Burks. I think he's a guy who add depth to the roster. In the linebacker room. Excuse me. He's a rangy player who can tackle. Something that we struggled with last season. He is well in space. He has some speed on him as well. So he's another guy competing for a spot, especially at this linebacker spot. Where we have a really good linebacker at the helm. We didn't last year, but this year we got one of the best. So I'm not about to trip about that. He also added some much needed depth to the special teams. Like I said, man, Howie is filling up this roster with guys who could play different positions on the team. They can help out in many different ways on the team, man. I can't wait to see how this guy pans out on a roster. But this signing, I really liked it from the jump. Pause. I enjoyed it. The Eagles signed 26-year-old slot receiver Paris Campbell to a 1-year contract. Paris ran a 4.31 in the combine, so he can move up and down the field. And another thing about him is he can actually catch the rock and tote that puppy to the end zone. He also has experience at kickoff return, so maybe he can help us there as well, man. Because like I said, with Boston Scott probably not coming back, Quez gone. We get into that later, but he can probably help out there, man. So Campbell played with the Giants last season. It was kind of a down year for him. He had like just over like 100 yards. To be honest, in my opinion, any receiver that goes to the Giant usually is going to have a down year. It's going to probably just be like taking the year off because they just stink. They just stink. That's one franchise right now that I am unhappy with. I'm unhappy with this franchise. I never really liked y'all. But now y'all making it a lot worse with all the chatter y'all talking about us taking your running back, now taking your receiver that y'all couldn't do nothing with all this speed. You know what I'm saying? Campbell played with the Colts and had over almost, I think it was really close to 700 yards in 2022. Nick Sirianni was with the Colts when they signed him, so it all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So that gives you the idea, how good this receiver is when he's in the right program. Look, man, that's what it is. He's in the right program now. It's time to win. It's time for y'all to get a dub. I know y'all not used to that because they just don't have that type of brand of football over there. But you're in a different culture now. Go out there and give it your best, and I promise you, you're going to score some touchdowns. You got Jalen Hurts throwing you the football. I already know Campbell is better than Quez. That's been something I've been hearing out of everybody's mouth when they talk about this guy. Look, Quez is gone. We cool with that. Like I said, always was a Quez guy early on in his career, thinking that he could turn it around. But when it comes to the meat and potatoes, nah, bruh. Nah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't it. Maybe you might go somewhere else and have some success, but with the Philadelphia Eagles, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So I'm cool with this move, man. I've been cool with it from the jump. I didn't even have to think about this move. I thought it was a no-brainer as soon as the news came through. Howie is the best at finding gems that get overlooked by other teams. That's what Howie does. Howie has changed his ways this season by going out and getting some home run hitters, bringing some guys back who we really needed. But Howie has always been the guy to bring in talent, when other teams overlook him. So it's a lot of questions, with this signing, Who do you think will win that third spot between Campbell and Parker? It just brings some more competitive nature to the team. I really think that I like Campbell more in the slot position if we had to, put Smitty on the outside and work Campbell in the slot. But when you got Parker, you kind of want to keep Smitty in the slot. You know what I'm saying? But with Campbell, you can probably show him two different looks. You can show him Smitty in the slot. You can show him Campbell in the slot. Show him AJ in the slot. You know what I'm saying? Another question is OZ done? Will he get a chance to jump back on the roster and compete? I don't know. He might be a goner, but I always did like OZ. I appreciate what you've done for the team. If you do not come back, if you do come back, I know you're going to compete for a spot, and then that will really, really be fire. But, or will Howie go out and replace his production? With a rookie receiver like Xavier Legette. Like I said, man, I've been really high up on this guy. There's a lot of other receivers in the draft that I think are really good, but I just don't feel like the Philadelphia Eagles are in a position to get him, especially with us needing so much on this defense. We have to make that a priority early in the draft. But, I just don't know if that's going to happen because we do have Howie Roseman, who loves the trenches. So we got to keep that in mind as well. That Howie might go out and grab somebody from the trenches, especially with us not knowing who our guard is going to be. With all the questions about can Cam Jurgens play center? Can Matt Hennessy be a guy to come in and back him up? Can Tyler Steen work out in that guard position? There's so many questions there. So, you just never know what Howie Roseman is going to do. But the Eagles also signed defensive tackle PJ Mustipher to a 1-year contract. PJ was an unrestricted free agent. There we go again. That's what Howie likes. He loves to bring in guys who's always overlooked. And, he put them in his system, and then now they get in the bag. That's what Philadelphia does. So this guy is 6'4", 318 pounds. He's only 25. This dude is a flipping tank. Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's big. Pause. You know, he was signed in Denver in 2023, and then he signed, you know, with the Saints, you know, but he was added to the practice squad. You know, he had 4 tackles and 42 snaps. You know, so what type of player would he be in this 3-4 in this Fangio scheme? What type of player would he be? You know, you just don't know, because he will probably end up being that shade guy or the one tech. Look, man, y'all leave a comment down below. Let me know if y'all think that he would be successful at the 2 tech, that type of guy. You know, so, you know, we already have some really good rotation, and we got some good starters at defensive tackle, you know, with Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis and Milton Williams. Things could get real scary. Look, man, the Philadelphia Eagles sent wide receiver coach Aaron Moorhead to Texas Longhorns Pro Day to check on the following players: wide receiver Xavier Worthy, A.D. Mitchell, and Jordan Whittington. Plus, he sent the linebacker coach DJ Elliott to watch linebacker Jalen Ford. And I think this is important to bring up because I went back and watched these guys pro day, and both of them receivers, Xavier Worthy and A.D. Mitchell, are really, really good. And not saying Jordan Whittington is not, but Xavier Worthy and Mitchell are the reason why the Longhorns had so much success. And look, man, I'm cool with Worthy and I'm cool with Mitchell, but I know Worthy could be a first round exit. And will Howie spend that type of capital on a receiver that early? Because I don't see Worthy dropping to the second round. But would Howie go get him? Maybe. He did go get Schmitty, and we need to go ahead and pay him. But look, man, I can't wait to find out who the Philadelphia Eagles draft. Everybody been doing the mock drafts, right? Trying to figure out who we think would be the best fit for the team. But guess what, man? Only Howie knows. And look, we don't have that much long to wait until the draft is here. So we about to jump all over that. Pause. And look, man, as everyone knows, the Eagles signed Kenny Pickett as a backup quarterback and gave him number 16. You know, between the signing of Paris Campbell and giving away Quez number, sayonara Quez. I just don't see him coming back to this team. His number's gone. Paris Campbell is way better than him. So let's all be cool with, you know, Quez not being in Philly. But man, let me know how y'all feel about this signing. I'm cool with this signing, man, because Kenny Pickett is not a threat to Jalen Hurts' job, as I said before. But in my opinion, Justin Fields would. Justin Fields needs to be starting on somebody's roster, even though he's in Pittsburgh, but behind Russell Wilson. But I do honestly think that there is a high possibility that he could be the starting quarterback by week 6. And I just don't need that type of time with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is our quarterback. Kenny Pickett, he got to get in line, learn what you can learn. If you get the chance to come in and play well, because that could earn you a starting roster spot the next season. That's why I'm cool with the Kenny pick. Did we overpay for him? It is what it is. I think we got Howie Roseman. He know what to do with this team, and I'm good with it. So let's rock. But like I said, man, and like I always say, if you felt like this video helped you out, man, please do the channel a favor. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you always up to date. But for now, out.